Well, to get more on the US response to Benjamin Netanyahu's speech, our North America correspondent Craig McMurtry joins us now. And Craig, after a lot of criticism for his failure to meet with foreign leaders at the UN earlier this week, the White House says Barack Obama has phoned Benjamin Netanyahu, presumably to discuss Iran. Do we know what they said to each other?
Well, Miriam, certainly the White House has put some lines out. They are saying that phone conversation took some 20 minutes and essentially they're painting a picture that there's no difference really between the positions that the two leaders have taken. They released a line saying the two leaders underscored that they are in full agreement on the shared goal of preventing Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon. As we just heard in Matt's report, certainly Prime Minister Netanyahu made a point of drawing that quite dramatic red line in his UN speech earlier in the week. Barack Obama has steadfastly refused to really sign up for an explicit red line, other than saying that his administration remains opposed to Tehran obtaining a nuclear weapon. Both sides really are interested in taking the temperature down a bit. Again, as we just heard, the interpretation over here anyway in Washington is that this really does take any prospect of an Israeli attack on Iran over this issue off the table between now and the election. As to what happens next year, well, I guess we have to wait and see on that. The other thing about this phone call today from the White House is it possibly removes the line of attack that the Republican candidate Mitt Romney could launch on Barack Obama in the first presidential debate next week, because certainly the president was under some pressure from Republicans for failing to meet any world leader in a one-on-one conversation whilst he was at the UN General Assembly for one day last week.
And Craig, speaking of Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney, he also spoke by phone to the Israeli PM. Is he taking a different position to the president?
It doesn't appear so. It's somewhat unusual, I suppose, for a Republican candidate to be making this kind of phone call. But Benjamin Netanyahu and Mitt Romney have known each other for years. The Romney campaign let it be known that the candidate had spoken to him from the car on the campaign trail, in this case in Philadelphia. Mitt Romney wouldn't be drawn when asked by reporters about whether he had committed to any sort of specific red line. Previously, he has said that his red line is that Iran may not have a nuclear weapon. That is certainly pretty much in lockstep with the current position held by the Obama White House.